Hey, what's up? I'm going to be teaching you guys how to make a Tullio temple. So this was created by the Shirley Temple King, he's a kid younger than me, and he loves Shirley Temples, and he made one on a talk show called the Tullio Temple, which is, instead of grenadine, which is not cherry juice, it's pomegranate juice, we're going to use cherry juice. So I'm just going to filter the cherry juice out of these two cherry things. And then instead of Sprite or ginger ale, we're going to be using some seltzer. You'd rather be using San Pellegrino, but, you know, we don't have that. So, yeah. First, we're going to get some ice. Ice. Not too much. Just right in the middle there. I'm not using a big cup, so it's more like a quarter, but I don't want to use a lot of the cup. Okay, so once you've done that, you're going to get your seltzer. You're going to pour a little bit in. Just like, well, not a little bit. Most of the drink is seltzer. So next we're going to add the cherry juice. So we're just going to add a drop of that. And this, it tastes a tiny bit weird, mainly because we don't have San Pellegrino or just straight cherry juice, or we have to like filter it in. So we're just gonna pour in a little bit of that, and there we go. Once we have that, we're gonna take a little bit of lime juice, and we have a nice little bottle here, so you can just, do some flips. So, just like quick little, quick little flips. That's flair, and that's working flair. So working flair is basically flair that you can do stuff with. So, well, no, it's not really working flair because flipping a bottle isn't really doing anything. Working flair would be maybe flipping it and then pouring it in. I don't have enough skill to do that. Or maybe taking a napkin and just flipping it on the counter. Simple stuff. Working flair. Regular flair is just flipping bottles into the sky and looking cool. Anyway, just take a little bit of lime juice and just dash it in there. And if you want, in case you used too much seltzer or grenadine, cherry juice, you could just put more seltzer in there. Or if you use too much seltzer, put more cherry juice in there. I use too much cherry juice, so that's, yeah. Now we're just gonna stir this a bit, not too much, or else it'll go flat. So you want to get it just right stirring. Once you've done that, you're gonna take cherry here, and you're gonna take a spoon. So I'm just gonna grab a spoon. Once you have your spoon, just gonna pop a cherry. I only like to do one cherry for this. All the cherries are for, Shirley Temples and stuff. But maybe we'll go with 2 today. Why not? So, also, once you have your spoon, you can also dip the spoon in the drink. Do not put the spoon back in once you've done it. Then you're just going to sip it. And if it doesn't taste really good, then you did something wrong. So, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to add a bit more cherry juice, because it feels like there's too much seltzer in there. So, that should be good. And apologies if it's not this, I'm not really, I'm not a bartender. I'm just a kid who likes making drinks. So, also I don't have good cherry juice, so it might taste good for you, might taste bad for you, I have to say, when I tasted it, it was very strong, but also, it was sweet. I'll say that. It was sweet. So, there's your drink, and now we'll call in our taste tester. Hello. All right, there's your drink. This might taste a bit off. Just tell me what you think.
What's it supposed to taste like? Tell me.
It's supposed to taste like Shirley Temple on steroids.
Okay.
Might taste a bit off.
All right, got the Definitely does taste like a Shirley Temple on steroids.
Yeah.
I still would rather my Shirley Temple.
All right, now I'm gonna show you guys some flair. All right. You ready? That's a 180. Another 180. What you want to be working on after you do 180s? 360s. That was a bad 360 because I have a lot in this drink. However, this drink, it's heavier, right? Bit easier to do 180s. Meaning, it's easier to do. Ah, I dropped it. I'm not a flare tender. Anyway, it's easier to do 360s. So 180, then you can build up to 360. That wasn't a 360. I guess it is harder to do with heavy drinks. Well, that's your flare tending tip for today, and yeah, there you go.